Hey, my name is Chris Brown. You don't know me, but I want to share a quick message for my friend, coach, and health mentor, Ryan Martin at Revive. You know, for the last 5 years, I have struggled deeply and intensely with inflammation. At times, my palms would go incredibly red, inflamed, and heated, and my feet would too. And I went to doctors, had blood tests, I went to nutritionist, tried to figure out everything that I could myself about how to fix this. And you know, for the last 7 months, I haven't experienced a single breakout in inflammation. I mean, I'm not talking about just something that was sore, I'm talking about something that was life-altering. You know, it get to a time, I remember I was in Las Vegas in 2013, and I landed there, had some food, and my feet swelled up so much that I couldn't even put shoes on or trainers on. And it was so painful I could barely even walk. Now imagine that every single trip that I'd ever go on, that would happen. I'd say every fortnight, I'd get a breakout of like 4 or 5 days where I'd get this intense inflammation. And I felt like I was like 60, 70-year-old in a young man's body. And with Ryan's help, he was able to help me understand how to change my nutrition over time and really help restore me over a period of like 8 to 12 weeks. And ever since, 7 months later, I have not had a single incident with it. And you know, one thing I absolutely love about Ryan is that he's a guy who lives in integrity. You know, you'll see nutritionists, you'll see doctors, and people who are giving advice that don't live by that advice themselves. But Ryan is a guy who lives and breathes. And if you know anything about him, or you get to know him, if you figure out his backstory, or you get to hear his backstory, you should take note, because he's someone who's not only given advice, but he's also been through the depths of hell himself with his own health challenges. So no matter what your health challenge is, whether it's inflammation like I had, whether it's a really deep gut issue where you have digestive challenges, or anything, I've referred several friends of mine to him as well. A friend of mine had a brain tumor removed, and Ryan was the first guy that I pushed him towards. A friend of mine also had irritable bowel syndrome, and I passed him to Ryan. He's never had an incident since. Another friend of mine was suffering with chronic fatigue syndrome. We couldn't even train for 15 minutes without being wiped out for days afterwards, and he's back to full training, full recovery. So if there's ever a health issue that you have, or a challenge that you have, I recommend you go to Ryan Martin at Revive. He lives and breathes this stuff. He lives it himself every single day of the week, and I couldn't recommend a better guy, or a guy who's in more integrity than he is, okay? So that's it. I wanted to share a quick message for the people out there who might be looking for some help with a health challenge and they've just given up hope, like I had. I'd given up hope completely. I thought that there was not a solution. I was frustrated, quite honestly, with going to doctors and getting blood tests and people telling me that there was nothing wrong, when it was quite clear that every fortnight I get this incident, and they just tell me to take painkillers, ibuprofen, which didn't really work. They just contributed to the problem being worse, all right? So that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in and listening. Ryan is your man. If you ever need, go and speak to him. All right, bye-bye.